Hey everyone, welcome back to SkyWalker Channel. I hope everyone is doing fine. Today, let's talk about Lawrence Rowe and the PNP. Lawrence Rowe, the Thorn, and the truth inside the PNP's war room. Let's think about the secrets that might detonate. Lawrence Rowe isn't whispering, he's warning. He's calling names, claiming knowledge, and declaring danger. A farmer supporter turned inside saboteur, maybe. Or maybe just a man tired of watching shadows move unchecked. He says he's marked for death by people from the same party he once worked beside. He's demanding protection from the commissioner of police. And Jamaica listens because if Rose's claims are true, they are not just dirty, they are devastating. Moreover, the fact that we have seen cases of Roe being discreetly attacked in attempts to harm or intimidate him, and then the attempts to set him up to be arrested and charged wrongfully, tells us that most likely he could be telling the truth. For the second time, it seems like Roe had even protected himself with footage of the incident. It does seem like some kind of instigation is taking place, especially since he was never known as a person to walk around looking for fights, or according to the community members. Lawrence Rose's damning claims involves alleged abuse of public funds, alleged child molestation covered by political muscle, threats of silence. Hmm. People, it's a powder keg, and the fuse might already be burning. What makes it even more concerning is that we have heard a lot from Karen Cross even before Roe came to speak, and it was not like you would find it easy not to believe every word that Cross was saying. And apart from her believability, the whole lying and fake news nature of the PNP did make it easy to see them as complete and all round rogues. The lack of credibility in the PNP made it easier to believe Karen Grass. What do I believe? Huh? Well, firstly, Karen Grass is a believable person. Lawrence Rowe was an insider, and the PNP hardly acts or speaks in any way that begs to separate them from being doing or endorsing the worst. Hmm? It's not just about blood and fire. Treasonous means to sabotage the country, open lies and war. It's about how consistent they are in their adverse behavior. It's demonic, almost. You reach a point when you know that even good people do badly sometimes, but the bad person does badly all the time. And if it's always so consistent, then anything will happen, see a shark. The Jamaica Young Police Channel referred to the PNP as a criminal organization and not a political party. And he always presents the evidence that is so hard to ignore. Mhm. When Karen Cross first caught my eyes and ears, I had this subtle wish that everything she was saying was untrue and that our judges in Jamaica, because it also came down to the judges and it always does. Well, I was hoping the judges would not be corrupt enough to want to make life easier for child molesters while punishing the child defenders. I don't know how to speak what I feel about it right now. It's kind of difficult. If a woman could feel the pain of a girl child molested in Jamaica, only if all that burden was not left upon Karen Grass. But think about the trauma that would attend to a boy being assaulted like a girl, and it gets maybe even worse. No one criminal is so important that he has to get away with that. Karen Cross was believable to me, and now Rowe makes it a double whammy. A double whammy. People abusing our boys and girls in Jamaica must not be taken lightly. People, can we ignore this? Or must it call for a full investigation? And this time, we cannot give the power to the power of the state. This time, we cannot give the power of the state, hmm, to the person who is accused of breaking the law. The same person who is breaking the laws, rules, and peace of the state, we cannot give the power of the state to that person. This time, we must make sure that this doesn't happen. This case really drew my attention to the tendency for Jamaican judges to mysteriously make misjudgments, hmm, that make absolutely no sense. It's hard to speak about this. I was saying that the entire thing drew my attention to the tendency of Jamaican judges to, I use the word mysteriously, make misjudgments that makes absolutely no sense. Hmm. Except that they open escape routes for criminals. It could be a simple case of offering bail and ending up as an accomplice to a vicious killing. We all knew would be the consequence if that person received that bail. But I still would not believe that judges could be so heartless. Human nature, you know. Sometimes we see and speak the evidence, but we still believe in the fantasy, you know. Then the whole thing with the IC and their judges that turned to grudges was also turning in my head. I noticed that the ones that were judges often seemed to be more disingenuous than their disingenuous cronies. We could say that a justice pantan in parliament was most disingenuous without using the word corrupt. But why is it so? My people, I don't want to form an opinion on this. Jamaica wants to go independent, and at some point, we must drop the British Court of Appeal. But if we are in a dilemma, we will need all hands on board to fix our problem. For now, I am mostly confused, shocked, without wanting to call out the word. But I am willing to say we can hang on to an external court of appeal while ours get straightened out, if that is the case. Mark Golding isn't the one that felt the historical pains, although he tries to claim our ancestors in order to use it as salve against us. He is the outsider, but he wants us to dive into pantheism immediately. Hurry and get rid of the Court of Appeal. So you will be stuck in pantheism and we can sabotage the country, is what it feels like. That kind of a justice system would benefit the PNP for sure. And that's why he would want to hurry to get us into it. Sometimes, when public figures get caught up in politics and political agendas, it might be a problem. I mean, in terms of integrity. And there you have it, without saying too much. Then there's Mario Mitchell, a PNP councillor caught telling a citizen to look under their mother for road drains. How can an educated man mistake a urinal tract for a drain on a public road? No road drain is supposed to be so private, you idiot, yo. Claiming he's fond of telling people to SYM. Hmm? That's what he's fond of telling them to do with their mothers when they question him. Crass, unchecked, and emblematic of a culture that treats criticism with contempt. Hey, lo, it's criticism. It's a criticism. Hmm? It's normal. It's not just one man, one quote, or one bombshell. It's a pattern of disregard, of power wielded without humility, of arrogance hiding behind partisan smoke. Come on, this hand in the butt kind of dirty politics is too much. We needed to see an ending put to it for the good of stability in Jamaica, for the good of the government, and for the good of both political parties, especially the PNP, who are tired of Rise United and want to see their old PNP come back. Well, Lawrence Rowe is coming with firepower to retaliate against those that betrayed him. So let's see what is shook. Remember, my people, you are tuned to the SkyWalker channel. Like the video, share it, and do subscribe because we are not done yet. Let the nation listen up. If Lawrence Rowe truly holds what he says, let him speak. If protection is needed, let it be granted because truth under threat is a national concern, not a partisan affair. And if leaders continue to dodge public accountability, then the public must rise with questions they won't mute. Skywalker will be tracking this story like heat on the horizon. We are not here for spin, we are here for unraveling. This is the Skywalker channel where silence gets louder when truth knocks.